Hey guys, just getting set up. Really excited to do this training for you guys today. Got lots to share. So let me just make sure that this live stream is happening over on YouTube, so that everyone out there can see it. I've got lots to share today, especially for those of you who want to make sales without your time. That's really, really, really critical about what we're going to cover today, and we're going to get straight into it. So firstly, the system for creating sales online is always changing. However, the thing that never changes is that it's there to serve people. And if you can respect and honor people and help them to make the decision to become a buyer, it's going to work in your favor. So the one thing that we always must remember is that people go on a journey, okay? And the journey starts off by us getting their attention and moving their attention straight through to engage them. Now, once they engage, then we move them to become a subscriber. Then after we get them to subscribe, we educate them. And then they become a buyer, okay? And then they become happy, a happy customer. Now, as a consultant or a coach, you've got to understand this journey, okay? And especially if you're doing anything online that you want to work without you, what I'm going to show you has helped our company scale to $5 million. We do millions of dollars of sale just off what I'm going to show you today. So I want to give you the big overview first, and then I want to go specific into what to actually say on the call, how to do it, and everything like that. So the first thing is get their attention. Well, the way that we do that is with media that has a call to action on it, okay? So media can be some sort of blog post, it can be an ad on Facebook, it can be something on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. So it has some sort of media with a call to action. That call to action typically goes to a page which has obviously an opt-in, name, phone, and email, nice big video there. And the whole way that we get them to subscribe is that there's going to be value on this video, okay? Now, what we've found right now is that a 25-minute video does a great job to move someone through into a qualification call, okay? So I want to give you a couple examples of this as it moves someone right through the whole process at their own speed. So let me just grab my my screen share up here so that you guys can see it. So once you get the overview of the funnel, and then we're going to dive deep onto what to say on the call and everything else. So, you know, this is really important if you want to automate a big part of the selling, okay? So here is one of these here. This one here says, you know, watch this video of me. Then on the next video, it's how to create a high profit webinar that sells for you on autopilot. Okay, so they can click through to watch the full training. Okay, now let me just pause this video. So this is the 25-minute video here, and they watch that, and then it says apply now. Okay, then obviously we've got testimonials and things here. So they click apply, and this is where they book their call. All right, so this application funnel, it does just enough. So here's another one. Same brand, how to create wildly profitable webinars, just a different front page. Okay, so this front page here, they click, yes, I want to watch the video now. They go down here and they apply. Now I could show you this for our personal development company, our coaching company. It's the same situation every single time. They go through here. Now there's me talking away. Now there's a pop-up that will come, I think, after about 5 or so minutes. It does the next step. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how they move in, that we get their attention, we get them to subscribe, then we educate, then we get them on a call. Okay, and this is something that's absolutely consistent. In fact, right now, if I was to show you behind the scenes in this, you will see this happening consistently. So let me just show you, because I want you all to see this happening. Behind the scenes here, you're seeing applications and people booking in calendars. Okay, so this is just today. How many people are booking in? I'm going to scroll quite fast so that I'm not going to see people's numbers. But there's application. Each one of these icons here is an application. So that's pretty cool. Okay. And so that's what's happening consistently behind the scenes. This is our team testing here a bit. Okay. But that's there. So we're getting between 20 and 30 applications every single day coming in through the system. Type in a yes. Who's on here live, by the way? Type in yes if you think that that's pretty cool. Consistently having people book in. Consistently just booking in, non-stop. And the way that it works is we get their attention with some media. Okay, so the media can be anywhere. Call to action. The call to action says, hey, I want to teach you something that solves your problem. They get to this page. They go, oh, I have to put my details in to get the answer. They get the video. The video says, here's your answer. And if you want us to help you with it, book in here. Okay, so this works extremely, extremely well if you're selling coaching and consulting, and especially high ticket. So before we get into actually what to say on the call, I want to explain a little bit about how to basically have leads for free and how to be able to spend an unlimited amount of money on your advertising. Who would love to have an unlimited budget on their advertising? Who likes the sound of that? Because a lot of people seem to be limited by this, okay? So the way to do it is to have a high ticket product that you sell in this situation. So let's just think about this, okay? On day one, let's say we spend $100. On day two, we spend $100. Day three, $100. Day four, $100. Day five, $100. So we have a $500 ad spend, okay? So each day we're spending that. Now, most of us have $500 we can put into marketing. So look, you should be able to get about 10 leads each time. 10 leads, 10 leads, 10 leads, 10 leads. Now, out of those 10 leads, you'll probably end up with 2 bookings. And out of those 2 bookings, you probably get 1 sale. Okay? So we'll put 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, if you're a coach or a consultant, you want to sell something high ticket using this system. Now, the reason why you want to do high ticket, so let's say that it's $1,000 a month, right? What's going to happen here is you end up with $1,000 coming back in from your marketing spend. Now, what that means is you put $100 in, you got $1,000 out. Suddenly, if you're doing that every single day, and these aren't hard numbers to beat, you've suddenly got 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, right? Which means you then can start straight away with a $900 profit that will take about 4 days to get back into your bank account because there's a delay. You don't get paid straight away. And you will be able to recycle that money and have unlimited amount spent. And most people don't understand this. Obviously, you're not going to put the full 1,000 back in. But if you're selling high ticket consulting, and I put it there at 1,000 a month, because to me, 1,000 a month means you're really helping them with something big. But maybe it's 500 a month, maybe it's 2,000 a month, maybe it's 6,000 a month. I don't know what it is that you're offering or selling, but you want to go in with something high ticket on the front end because it means that all your leads are for free. Can everyone give me a yes or a thumbs up if that makes sense? Right? Now, even if you do this 10 times worse than this, right? 10 times worse, then you're still going to be able to have unlimited situation. I just use the hundreds and tens and ones to make it simple, okay? Now, over the last 6 years, we've closed in total, 5.5% of all of our leads. And that wasn't until we figured out this situation to get people in. And we're not selling it just $1,000 a month. We're selling it $5,000, $6,000 a month, $2,000 a month. That is not a high ticket for us, okay? So the understanding that I want you guys to get is you can basically scale a business quite fast if you can get the right media here with the right call to action, the right video that gets people on a phone call. Now, some of you are going to be building an online program or an online course. I'm specifically talking today about the best way to sell a high ticket situation. And this is why. When you're selling something high ticket, $1,000 and above or $1,000 a month, there is something that you must explain to them in detail so they can understand who you are, what it is that you can do for them, and how you can help. And that's what the video does, okay? And 80% of people don't get past the video, right? The video is your gatekeeper, it's your clone, it stops you wasting time. Does that make sense? So one of my videos is how to get more leads using Facebook, right? Another one is how to create an FYES life, right? How to create this amazing life, how to create a magnetic mind. Most people don't get past this. It's 25 to 30 minutes that books in a call so you can just turn up to scheduled calls. I'll show you one of our other funnels that is working like this. I saw it going crazy before. Funny, I go, yeah, let me show you, and now I can't see it. Magnetic Mind. Is it that one? Yeah, this one here. So we've got this happening completely all the time as well. Just going, 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 just going. And so we do these consistently with every single one of our high ticket offers, just pulling in people, okay? So what a lot of people keep asking me inside of these programs is, okay, great, Chris, I can get the presentation done. I get it. The training's awesome you've given us on the presentation. I can get an ad. I can get leads. In fact, we very rarely have a problem with leads because at least we've put in the first $500, right? We've at least been able to generate leads, okay? Leads are very simple to get. But what most people say to me, Chris, is, well, how do I actually close? How do I actually close? Now, a few things. Number one, you have to get them to show up to the call, okay? So before you think about closing, okay, they're going to go and book, but a booking doesn't mean they necessarily show up, okay? A booking doesn't mean they necessarily show up. The first thing you should do is only allow your calendar to book 24 to 48 hours out. And seriously, you should really only let them book in the next 24 hours. See, if you're on Facebook and you're clicking on a link, right, and you go watch something cool, and then you get to the end of it, and then it says book next week, you've forgotten about it by next week. Is it true? Isn't it true? So you want to say book tomorrow because this is going to position you as urgent to the next 24 hours. They're thinking about it. They get a booking. They can go for it. Now, some people try to challenge me on this, but Chris, it doesn't look like you're in demand. Have enough salespeople to meet the demand. You might be your first salesperson at the beginning, but eventually you want to have someone else doing that. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure that you book it within the next 24 hours. The second thing is you should send a text message to everyone that books. Now, a text message can never be ignored, right? In fact, as I'm sitting here, I get these notifications on my phone, right? That's because you can't not see a text message. Is it true? You can't not see a text message. So send out a text message as soon as the person books, or as soon as you see it, say, hey, just confirming you're on tomorrow. Now, I did this just before, all right? So I had someone, so I still jump on these, right? And here's how simple it was, right? I said, hey, just confirming that we're on for tomorrow. And he says, yep, 4 p.m. tomorrow confirmed. Cool. Very simple. So make sure you send a text message to get them confirmed, because you've got to get them to go from booking to actually to showing up. Now, here's what's exciting, and I want you to really feel into this, okay? When this person turns up to your call, you are the expert that can solve their problem. Does that make sense? Like, you are literally the expert to solve a problem that they have. Let's say that their dog is ripping their house apart and they desperately need dog training and they're willing to go at the highest level. Let's say that they're self-sabotaging their success and they're not getting out there and making sales calls. They don't have enough leads in their business and they're suffering. They can't sell their product. They've got an empty gym. Whatever it is that you offer, this is why you're positioned as an expert. Because you had a video that taught them something they didn't know, you are positioned as the expert because experts teach you something you don't know. So you're automatically positioned as the authority. You see, a lot of people say, Chris, no one knows me. How do I get authority? I say, have a video training that teaches them something they don't know. Make sense? That teaches them something that they don't know. Then they book the call, then they turn up. Guess what, guys? When they turn up to that call, they are in the mindset that you are going to solve a big problem for them. They are looking for their problem to be solved. You're not selling. Do you see the reverse here? They booked in. Can you guys give me some feedback? Type in a yes if you're getting that. Type a yes if you're getting that. They booked in with you, right? You texted, hey, you're going to make this meeting. They booked in, okay? So one of the first things that you really must do, okay, is you must position yourself as a busy authority, okay? A busy authority. So I only let them book in for a 10-minute qualifying call, okay? A 10-minute qualifying call. Now, a lot of people get this wrong, okay? The 10-minute call they think is there to sell, but you want them to chase you. So you book in this qualifying call and it positions yourself as an authority. Okay, so I just want you to imagine that, you know, you applied for my 6-week challenge at my gym, or you opted in to get marketing from me, or, you know, you wanted to get coaching from me on your mindset. Okay, so those are some of the big businesses that we help a lot of. You know, let's say you need some healing or some coaching, okay? So you've booked in, you watched a cool video, you're like, wow, that's really insightful, that's really cool, I want to talk to this person. And then I jump on and say, hey, look, I'm really busy. I've only got 10 minutes. I only got 10 minutes, and I want to make sure that we're good to work together. If we are, we'll talk further another time. I got a call coming up, guys. I got a call coming up. I wouldn't say guys, I'm just talking to one person. Hey, I've got a call coming up, so I've got to be really quick. Is that okay? And they're going to say, yeah. And I'm going to go, great. So I'm going to ask some questions. The questions are going to go along the lines of this, like, what are you here for? Like, why have you booked in? You know, what's your current situation? What's your goals? What's your dream? If we were sitting down in a year from now, how would you like life to be different? Okay. If you were doing this on your own, like, how long would it take for you to figure this out? What have you tried before and not succeeded with? Why do you want this so badly? Like, why is this important to you? Why do you want to do this right now? And what did you like about my video? Why me? So I'm going to ask these sort of questions, okay? And we've got the 10-minute ritual for you, okay, that you can download and get these questions. But who understands what we're doing here? We're not having to say anything. People who say, Chris, what should I be saying? Okay, so don't say anything. Ask them. They will sell themselves on you. So I'd say, look, and I normally say this, guys, hey, look, hey, on average, we're going to be able to generate leads for about $20. Are you okay with that sort of result? They're going to say, yeah. Or, hey, on average, you know, we get someone to lose, you know, 10 kilos. Does that sound good? Hey, on average, we're going to get, you know, your dog's behavior sorted within 3 weeks or once. Are you okay with that? They're going to go, yes. And so what I'm doing in that call, okay, is I'm wanting to ensure that the person is qualified before I spend more than 10 minutes with them. Does that make sense? When you're doing this at high volume, you need to sort and sift and separate. That's why in that 10-minute ritual, at the end of it, I say, hey, we should chat more or not. All right. So you're pulling people in and you get them to show up. You text them for that, you get them to show up. Now, one of two things happen in this qualification. Okay. One, they're qualified. They're someone you want to work with. They feel good. They're like, yes, I loved your video. They watch the video. They say good things. You're like, awesome. Boom. I want to talk more to you. Or two, you're like, hey, I don't think this is going to be the right fit. Wish you all the best. Thank you, though, for inquiring. You see? And you got to be okay just to turn people away who are sitting there, because you'll know straight away whether or not there's someone you want to work with, okay? And if you're able to generate a lot of leads and you need to make one sale out of every, 20 to be able to pump more leads in, you just want to pick up and find the right people. True? You just pick up, you keep going, you wait till you find the right person. So let's say that they get past that 10 minutes and you're like, cool. So I'll have time for you to chat tomorrow this time, and you book in the next time with them, okay? This person turning up to the next call is completely qualified. They know who you are. They know what you do. And all you have to do is close. And this is where so many people are getting stuck. They're cool qualifying, but then when it gets to actually closing, they get themselves in a situation where they don't know what to say or what to do. Who's in this situation, by the way? Who am I talking to that's in this? Look at all of you guys out there. It's good to see so many of you on, by the way. I used to have the problem asking for money. And, I didn't, I thought that I was selling myself, or I thought I was doing, all sorts of things, or that the person might judge me for asking for money. And I had all sorts of things going on. And then I just asked myself, am I here? Am I running a business, or is this some sort of, charity? And I realized, I said to myself, well, I wouldn't want to do this for free. And so I wouldn't want to do it for free. So therefore I'm going to get paid for it. And then I say that to a lot of people. They go, but I would love to do it for free. And I'll go, great. Well, how many hours? How long would you want to do it for free, until you started thinking, gee, I'm just spending my whole life doing this. And so I think it's very important to get clear on stuff that you're happy to go and do for free, and then stuff that is done in your business. Okay. And so for me, pretty much everything other than friendship is in my business. Friends is friends. Over here I hang out. The rest is over here in business, and I get paid for it. Okay. So you got to make your own line of when you're going to do free and when not. So let's talk about the system to close. Okay. So the system that I love the most is the closer system. CLOSE, and then a little R, because I was way too optimistic with the amount of space I gave the C. A lot of people say to me, hey, Chris, I don't like selling stuff. I feel like an interruption. And I always say, well, yeah, sometimes it can feel like you're interrupting or annoying them. But the truth is that I love to buy stuff that solves my problems, right? And so by doing it this way, you've already pulled them in with the video, true? And you've got them booked in. And they're booked in and they want to have a conversation with you. So you're not really in this instance. The other thing people say to me, they go, but Chris, I'm not a salesperson like you. You talk fast, and you're so good looking and you're charismatic. They say all those sort of things. I get it all the time, by the way. It's like, that's why. And I'm like, no, it's not just how. I'm just messing with you guys. People always say, that there's some sort of sales personality. Yeah, actually, I've never had it. You're right. No one's ever said that once. That's in my dreams that they say that. And so the truth is, there's no such thing as a sales personality, because what you're wanting to really do here is you're trying to match their desire and their problem with a solution in a way that they want it. Does that make sense? You're just matching their desire, their pain with a solution in a way that they want. That's all you're really doing. And then you're getting them to commit to making it happen, right? You're getting them to commit to making it happen. And that's what's most exciting to me. I love the sales process now. But people always think that, selling is taking. And the truth is, it couldn't be further from the truth. Selling is giving. When you sell, you're giving them the opportunity to get the results that your program will give them. If you don't sell them, you don't serve them. If they just think that your free content was enough to change their life, you don't get to serve them, because a little bit of information can actually hurt people. I've seen it done all the time. They think they know, so they go out there and they try it themselves and they waste their money. They don't do it right. Whereas if they just had someone helping them who's experienced, the results are going to be huge. And if you don't think what you're selling is worth the money that you're charging, then you need to either increase your value or decrease your price, or get a new product, right? Get a new product. So let's talk about how to close this, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to clarify why they're here, okay? So the first thing is you're going to clarify. So you really want to make sure, you only took 10 minutes before this call, okay, is you want to be able to clarify why they're here. And the second one is you want to give them context of what the call is all about, okay? So look, I normally say at the beginning, I say, look, this call is about you taking action to work with me and me showing you how I'll solve your problem. So at the end of this call, I'm going to ask you to take action and buy one of my programs. Is that okay? And they go, yeah, that's okay. And I get that out the way in the first minute. And I say, awesome. Well, let's re-clarify why you're here, okay? And I literally paste them. I say, so you clicked on my ad, you watched my video, you booked my call, we had a conversation, and you told me this, this, this. I know I can help you, and I'm here to tell you exactly how. Are we all on the same page? And they always go, yeah, I am. So the next thing I do is I label the problem, okay? So why we're here and what we're going to do. Then I label the problem. So I say, so your problem is this, okay? I label it, and then I generate leverage. Okay, so I label the problem, and then I create leverage by saying these words. I say, what will it cost you to not change? What will it cost you to not change this? And this is when I really create this leverage, okay? So I'm going to label it. Now, once I've done that, this has only taken, let's say, 3 minutes to get through this. Now I want to get a big overview, okay? So in the strategy session document that I've given you guys, I talk about the overview and how you create that stretch, okay? So we talk about, well, what are their wants? What are their wounds? And then what are the walls that are in the way? Now, for some conversations, they have already told you that in the quick qualification call. So sometimes the overview is real easy. Other times you really need to dig it out, okay? But you want to create an overview, and then you want them to own and take ownership on changing this, okay? You want them to own it. And so I always say, I go, okay, great. So what is it that you want? And I ask those questions, and how would that be like? And what are the problems? Great. And what's really gone wrong? I'll ask things like, well, how long have you been, trying to solve this? I'll say, what else have you tried before now? Now, in the personal development world, they'll say, I tried this, and I tried this, I tried this, I tried this, I tried this. In business consulting, they'll say, I've got an Instagram account and a book and a blog. And you go, and how long have you been trying all this? And they'll say 5 years or 6 years. Hey, by the way, can I just check in? Are you guys enjoying today, by the way? Is it a good training? It's good. Thanks, Kylie. Thanks, Bree. Good to have you here. Thanks, Kev. Got your slides coming up too. So we get this overview, and I say, well, how long have you been trying to figure this out by yourself? I want them to own the fact that they need help, Okay. See, I leverage. What will it cost you to not change? I get their problem, but I want them to own the fact that they need help. Because if you don't get them to say, yes, I need help, I own that, I've got to solve this, I got to do it. If they haven't owned that they need the help, well, then they're still in this place where they might try to do it themselves. And the truth is, if they could do it themselves, they've likely already done it. They need help. They need education. They need help implementing whatever it is. They need the help, okay? So then the next thing we must do, so we've clarified, we've got context, we've labeled the problem, we've got leverage, we've created overview. Now it's time to sell the destination and to give them steps from A to B, okay? This is in order. This is in order. So you must sell the destination, all right? So you hear what they want. You must sell where they're going, not how they're going to get there. Too often I see people not selling the destination. Instead, they're selling their amazing process or their amazing coaching. Remember, no one wants to buy your coaching. No one wants your consulting. No one wants what you do. They want the destination of a business growing, more leads, a happy marriage, losing the weight, having the amazing body, better sex, having a great relationship. They need all of that, okay? So sell the destination. Then you're going to give them the steps of how they'll get there, okay? So you know where they are and you know they want to change it. And then you're going to say, so here is where we can get to, okay? When I work with someone, I'll say these words. I'll say, when I work with someone, typically these are the results we get. So I'll say, we're able to generate $20 leads, or we're able to generate bookings in your calendar for $80, or we're able to do this, or we're able to help you to write your best-selling book, or we're able to help you to have a magnetic mind. We're able to do this, and this is what it'll be like. Does that sound good? I spend more time selling where the product will get them than what's in the product, okay? What's in the product comes next. Once they go, you know what, I want to be a digital marketer. Oh, I definitely want to have a contest. Oh, I want to do a webinar. Oh, I want to run Facebook ads. Yes, that's what I want. Then you say, great, well, here's how we get there. Who's getting it? Here's how we get there. Now, what's interesting, okay, is most of this is a reiteration of what's on the video. But when you do it, okay, that is when you're able to make them really, really rock solid. So you do the steps, okay? Once you get them through the steps, the next thing is you must explain away all of their excuses. So they're going to come up with excuses. Now, excuses normally look like three types of things. Number one, they try to stall you out. Number two, they can't make a decision, okay? So they're going to try to say a few different things. They're going to try to say, hey, like it's not the right time, I'll do it later. Or they're going to say, you know what, I've got to talk to my, my friend's guru and see if it's in the right alignment with my star system, with Mercury retrograde. They're going to try to stall it. So that those are how they're going to make excuses, okay? But what I want you to do is understand love and leadership. Love and leadership. Whenever someone's trying to stall me out, right? Whenever they're trying to do that, I give them love and I lead them to what's really going on. Because what's really going on is never what they say, okay? All objections or excuses, okay, are actually just them being polite, but they really have a fear, okay? They really have a fear. So I'm going to say, hey, I really love you, but it's just not true that you can't make a decision without your wife. What's really holding you back from believing that this is going to work? I love that you need to think about this, but what's really going on what's really going on? And so I love and I lead them into really telling me the truth, okay? And so the second thing, after I explain away the excuses, okay, that is when I'm also going to explain the offer. Okay, so I'm going to explain the offer. Now, as I'm doing the explaining away of excuses in the offer, these are more of a cycle, okay? So I'll explain the offer and then I'll explain away excuses, because once you make the offer, there's always the price excuse, okay? And so the way that I do this is I always make sure that I am explaining it, checking in with them. I've already done all the other steps before this so that I know they already have context. I was going to ask them. I've labeled their problem. I've created leverage. I've given them an overview. I've had them own their problem. I've solved the destination. I've given them all the steps. And now I'm just going to explain away their excuses and explain how we work together. That's it. Okay, that's it. And then all I'm doing is reinforcing, and reinforcing. I'm reinforcing that they are making a really, really, really good decision, and reminding them. I'm reinforcing and reminding them of everything they said. I never, ever, ever leave this call without a solid no. So I reinforce and I remind them. I never leave them without their definite no, I don't want to do it. And I've asked them again and again and again, or they've put money down. Those are the only two options. There's either money down as a deposit or it's a no. There's no other option. If it's this or it's this or it's this, I just don't have time for any of that, okay? So because I've positioned myself, and I want you all to really get this, because I've positioned myself back here, we covered some stuff today. Because they clicked on the ad, okay, then they went to the video, then they booked in the call, and then I gave them 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, I just pre-qualified them, and I know that I can work with them, and I didn't let them through if I couldn't work with them. They are chasing me. They literally want to work with me. So by the time I've then texted them and said, hey, make sure you show up. They've done the 10-minute call. And then I go through the closer system. I've created the context, clarified why they're here. I've labeled their problem, created leverage, overviewed what they've done in the past, made sure that they create ownership. I've solved the destination. I've given them the steps. I've explained away excuses, explained the offer. They have had time to talk to their wife. So there's no, I need to talk to my wife. I'm like, look, you had time to do this. We're taking action today or not. I don't wait for people. I'm like, you already told me you've had time for that. Oh, I need to think about it. Like, I love you. I'll say, look, I love you, but you had time to think about this before you booked this call. So what's really going on? Type in yes if you get that. I'm like, so you need to think about this. No. What's really? Why did you go through? Why are you here? No. It's now. What's really up? And so it's either a no, actually, Chris, I actually now don't like you, or it's a yes. That's it. And if it's a yes, I need to start next month. I still say I need a deposit to confirm your spot. Okay, I need a deposit to confirm your spot. I don't let them just sort of sit around in no man's land. It's in, let's go, let's take action. So who feels like they learned something on this call today, by the way? Nice. And remember, both those scripts, the 10-minute script and the 45-minute script, right? All of those scripts, we've got so many scripts inside the program, and it's all there, it's all scripted, but you go for it. So a lot of people say, well, Chris, how do I get the money? What do I do? Okay. you must have an offer sheet, all right? And if you don't have an offer sheet or a proposal made up, you know, let me get you just one of many. If I type proposal in here, where's one that doesn't have someone's name on it? Yeah, yeah. Oh, that didn't open. Let me find you. Let me find you one, because I've just got, there's so many that you can use. All right, here we are. That one should open. And we've given you so many examples of different proposals. Let me just show this to you. Here we go. So I always turn up to a meeting with a proposal like this. This is a very old one. This company doesn't even exist anymore. This is a 5-year-old company. So I literally have a proposal like this. It says payment options. We can split it up, right? It's in pounds. That's how long it goes from my UK company, okay? So work with me, £6,000, or which is about 10,000. No, it's about 14,000 Australian. It's just over double. So we give them investment options. We have the steps. I have the strategy. So I literally, guys, when it gets to the steps part, okay, when it gets to the steps, okay, this here, right at the bottom of the call, I'll normally do it on a Zoom like this. And so I literally say, okay, cool. So here's how we're going to get you to that destination. And I'll say, so here's the destination, is to give you an online leads machine, 90 days. Here's the strategy, okay? This is what we're going to do. Here's your steps, market research. We'll create your matrix, perfect product path, campaign structure, lead magnet, blah, 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 4-step, all these things here. Then this is the way we'll do it. Month 1, month 2, month 3, because I've said that it's a 90-day engagement. And then I'll say, so here's your options. If you just want to give me £500, I'll do a 2-week review if you message and marketing. If you want to give me, so that's about 1,200 Aussie. If you want to give me £4,000, that's about 8,000 Aussie, full team, one-on-one weekly, so it's about $8,000. Or if you want it to be with Chris instead of just with a team, it's going to cost that much. Now, these aren't my prices right now. This is a very, very old proposal, by the way, a 2014 proposal. But can you guys see, just give me a thumbs up or a yes if you can see where the proposal fits, right? So the proposal fits right here at the steps. Nice. Nice. Michelle, hey Chris, I met with a couple who claim to be running a mentoring business that creates leverage income, but it's not on Facebook, internet, or anywhere. They're not giving me any ABNs, business names, or other information. I think that's absolute rubbish. I don't know who wouldn't be able to give you their business name or an ABN. Yeah. Random. So then I explain away excuses, and then I say, so how do you want to do it? Okay. I always say, yeah, no worries, Michelle. That sounds weird. I always say this. I say, so would you prefer to pay in full or payment plan? I always close with options. Would you prefer, you know, apples or oranges? Would you prefer payment plan, or would you prefer this? Would you prefer I just do a review and do your, you know, do your lenses and your market research and get that for just $1,000? Or do you want to get the full thing that's included and it's $3,000 for 3 months? Which one would you prefer? And that's exactly how I finish. And then they give me either excuses or a yes. If it's a yes, I keep reinforcing and reminding, If there's something else, I need to explain the offer and explain away excuses, explain. So once you get through these, I want you to think of these as stages, okay? Once you've done the steps, you're explaining, making the offer. If they're saying yes, you're reinforcing and reminding. So it's a step-by-step system to be a closer. Whatever you do, either get a straight no or a yes with a deposit on the day. Is everyone clear on that? You don't want to don't leave it. No matter what they say, if they don't take action on the day, they're not coming back. They're not. They'll just, they've all good intentions to come back, but they just don't. So you just go, look, are we starting this today or not? You know, because I'm busy. I don't have time to chase people. So it's a yes or a no. And then they say no. You say, okay, well what's going on? Because you clearly want this. They'll give you the reason. You say, okay, I understand that. And then you go through all of this. And then I say, okay, well, that all makes sense. But with love and leadership, with love, the truth is there's actually a fear behind there. And then you'll get things like, well, I don't know if I trust you. Great. So you don't trust me. Awesome. Love that. So what is it that I need to help you understand about me so we can trust each other more? Blah, 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 whatever it is. And then you get to move through those and you keep asking them, okay, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Reinforce, remind them why they're there. Now, when they do pay and they give you their credit card details, you want to have a checkout ready to go. If you want to look pro, and you do, you need to have somewhere, where they can actually, sign up. All right. So it doesn't have to be much. Okay. We've got a template in there for you, and you can integrate it with Stripe. All right. You can integrate it with Stripe, but it's basically the proposal, but just on a website. Okay, so let me show you what I mean here. We call it a checkout. Okay, so this here, all right, it just tells them what it is. It gives them the options, blah, 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 and it allows them to put their details in. Okay, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, whatever bonuses you're giving, and there it is. So there's a bunch of other trainings that you need in order to understand everything I'm talking about. All right, so one, if you haven't gone through Amplify and looked at how to actually create your presentation, well, you do need to have that, okay? So you do need to have that. Where is it? Right back at the beginning, you need to have your presentation, okay? If you don't have if you don't have a product or the big idea, go to the appointment tap training that we've got and figure out how to create your idea and what your presentation is. If you're in the digital marketing certification or the magnetic mind certification, we've given you the presentation and we've given you all of this. So you just got to record your own one that books into a call. Okay. So you might need to be just remembering that you need a presentation, you need an offer, and then you need an ad, and you need these things to make it work. Okay. You need to make it work. So I really wanted to talk you guys through this. Did you all see the checkout, by the way? I kind of went through it really fast. What is that, Michelle? Stripe, just search it. Stripe, Michelle, Stripe is a payment processor for you to take payment. And Stripe is going to integrate into your bank so you can get paid. It can do payment plans, stuff like that. And it can integrate straight into a page like the one I was showing you. And you want to have a page like that set up. Yeah, Stripe, that's it. STRIPE, Stripe. Yeah, you'll find it. Awesome stuff. And so that allows you at the end of the call, so you can say, hey, here's the page, right? Here's the page. Here's where you go. This is where you put your details in. This is what you're getting. Here's our terms and conditions, because then they buy. Now, once they've bought, the first thing you always want to say is, okay, great. Here is some material, okay? One thing you've got to do is reinforce, okay, remind and reinforce that they've made a good decision. So you're always wanting to reinforce, remind and reinforce by saying, here's your hidden market questionnaire, or here is, your dog assessment form, or here is our get started coaching. Here is the first call we're going to have. You want to give them something. You never finish on thanks for your money, bye. Always finish on here, join the Facebook group. Welcome to the Facebook group. Here's this, here's that. Always move them through at the end and take some time. Guys, if I've got someone that's processing and the meeting goes over and I've got someone else waiting, I just reschedule that someone else. I want you to get that. I just reschedule. If I've got someone that's there, money in hand processing, that person can be annoyed at me, right? I got someone processing. Does that make sense? And also saying that the other way, this is why you protect yourself with the 10 minutes, because you don't want to waste time with someone who's not qualified. Is it true? You don't want to spend 30, 40, 50 minutes with someone who's just not the right person. You're going to waste your time. You're going to waste their time. That is why we use the video and that they book the call, so you don't have to waste your time. Now, in saying that, a lot of people will just opt in off the ad and not watch the video. You still want to ring them and say, go watch the video, okay? So what you're doing, all right, is you're always pushing people to the next step. So if they just opt in and they don't book, you're then going to say, you're going to go call them because they gave you their phone number, because this call to, they gave you phone number, sorry, here, name, phone, and an email. You then want to call them and say, hey, go watch this, all right? Then they get to move through to the 10-minute call down to the 30-minute call to the sale, okay? Remember this, guys, and I'll finish on this one thing. The best form of marketing is happy customers. Write that one down. The best form of marketing is happy customers. So at the end of the day, you do everything in your power to create happy customers, because that is the one that's going to feed that funnel the most. Right on, Amy. We can think back to our own journey when we signed up. Absolutely. The template is in the mastermind. Yes, it's all inside. It's all inside your program. So Kevin, I've got a review to do for you now on your presentation, which I think is looking really, really good. So we're just going to shift gears here and talk about Kevin's presentation, which is pretty awesome. So when in the middle of this situation, there's a 25-minute presentation. So let's have a look and see what Kev's done following our template. How to live an F-yes life. My goal today is to show you the science and techniques you must understand to change your attraction point and the exact week-way process to your own F-yes life now. Boom. Who thinks an F-yes life is a pretty awesome name? Who else wants to live an F-yes life? Like, fuck yes. Today's for you. If you're an aspirational, motivated dad who wants to live an amazing, fun, exciting, fulfilling life, boom. I appreciate you. Nice. Have you ever wondered why some people break through and others don't? Nice. Problem is your emotional vibration. What I'll cover today, beautiful, this 12-step process. Cool. Because of the system, I've gained 2 kids, been dating, wow. A life I absolutely love. Beautiful. But I wasn't always this way. Grew up working class, super shy, got married, worked hard. But what's next? Nice empathy with your market. What were the options? You guys can all see my screen, yeah? Can you guys all see my screen? Yeah. All right, cool. What were the options? Better job, share market, property investing, managed funds. Yeah, didn't know what to do. So yeah. Got it. Yep. Separated and single with kids. Got it. Such good empathy. You know, I always say that marketing is empathy, so I really like the empathy in this. Sorry to laugh, but it's quite funny how you've written it out. Nice. Monkey story. Nice. Boom, man. What a great story. So if you don't have any results or testimonials, you just leave it out. But I do suggest that you create some case studies by going and at least offering your work for free. But I think you've just left that out because you're going to put them in a second. Yeah, sweet, man. Cool, cool. Nice, man. Dude, overall, the story's great. Like, what I get out of the story is, you know, you went out there and got an education. It might be a little bit too focused on the dating stuff since that's not what you're offering. But overall, the story's really clear, man. Yeah. That'll be the video. Nice. Your natural conflicts will stop you. Yep. Change your beliefs. Nice. Nice. I love having lots of questions in a presentation like this. If someone asks me what's the #1 skill in presenting well, I'd always say questions. Yep. Nice. Mistake 6. The reason why I can skip through this, guys, is Kevin's in my certification, so I know this content back to front and sideways. 64% of billionaires are self-made. Awesome. So there's a lot of content in this, but that's okay. It's going to be a good session. Obviously, this is for a live presentation or a webinar. Nice. I love objection handling inside presentations, guys, so you should really do that. How to create your millionaire magnetic mind. So I like that, but I reckon just how to create your millionaire mind or overcome. Yeah, I don't know if the millionaire bit needs to be in there. It was a little bit out of the blue. Yeah. 12-week process to living an awesome FBS life. Boom. This looks great, man. 12-week program. One-on-one with Kevin, 6 lenses, one-on-one, online meditation. Boom. Total value over 8,000. I'd just pick one of these, mate. All this did was I'd pick one. Find a bonus. Okay, so don't repeat in your stack. Don't repeat all the detail. Just summarize. Yeah, so just summarize. Yeah. Wow, total value over 10,000, 3 installments of 999. Boom. Nailed it, bro. Book in a 10-minute call. Awesome. So, you know, it's long. I mean, there's a lot in this, but I really like and know this content works. So really, man, it's just there's a lot of words there at the end. And I'm looking forward to seeing you get out there and smash it. The key with this presentation, because there's a lot there, remember when you're doing your presentations, no, just get this one out there, man. Yeah, that's a mistake. Yeah, cool. Yeah, 1 second, Paul. Just saw your question. So really, really, really good job. The key with that presentation is going to be speed, okay, and really keeping people engaged. One of the things that I've started to do with that presentation is do a demonstration. So those of you in coaching, one great thing to do in your video is a demo. So the future ghost one, Kev, I've done a couple times, but record that thing. Let's get it out there on an appointment tap. Let's get it booking you in leads. Let's make it happen. 25-minute one will be good as well. I would just go for the whole first secret, and then that would be it, Kev. So if I was to do the 25-minute one, I reckon it was really clear and concise if you just went with one secret. So, yeah, so mistakes, the truth. Yeah, so straight after these, J.K. Rowling, Mark Cuban, Jim Carrey, Steven, Jay-Z, I would go right here. And I would go, so who wants to join? Yeah. Mate, it is awesome. It is awesome. So obviously you need to change a few promises and stuff like that at the beginning to have that. So great question, Paul. So Paul asked, do you put video testimonials inside your presentation? I don't, and here's why. 2 reasons, okay? One is the presentation is harder when you have to have something else playing and for them to hear it, okay? So it's a bit harder for a video and audio. So that's one reason, Paul, just the sheer tech of it, and then the size of your presentation, everything else. If you're doing a live event, you have to then have it all hooked up so that the sound can be heard, so it can't just be your computer, which adds extra expenses and stuff to your live event. And some webinar softwares will play the sound through your computer and not go through their software. So that's one reason. And then the second reason is most people are not great on camera. And therefore the presentations are really boring. So what I like to do, Paul, is get the video testimonial, summarize it, and then get their profile picture from Facebook and just put it on a slide. Yeah. So those are my 2 reasons why I don't have video testimonials inside my presentation. I do have them on my website, though. Does that make sense, man? Cool. Awesome stuff, guys. Thanks, Michelle. Awesome. Totally. Right on, Paul. Love it. Hey, guys, this was heaps of fun, and I appreciate having so many of you on here to share this. I believe that for those of you who want to get out there and have freedom, the system that I shared today is super easy. So go through Amplify, get a presentation out there, get an appointment tap done if you're in that system. Get people watching your video, and just remember, you can have an unlimited marketing budget if you make sure that the sale happens high ticket, all right? Remember, as long as the sale happens, okay, you could spend $1,000 a day, get 100 leads, and make 2 sales and make $2,000 and still be doubling your money. And imagine if you could spend $1,000 a day and still be in profit. That's where we are. That's where you want to be. That's how you have unlimited leads. So have an awesome week. Care about you guys. Ask your questions inside your Facebook groups. Let us know how we can support and help you even more. Great job, Kev, getting your presentation in. Rockstar. And talk to you all soon, hey? Bye.